Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So while I was saying all of that stuff, I looked back at my TV and it says something went wrong. It's the streaming service that I use. It's an error message. And there could be something here that felt like it went wrong. And one of the messages that I'm feeling is that it went wrong for a reason. Things weren't meant to play out in the way that you had hoped or wanted. Maybe you're being called to find deeper meaning in something that didn't really go as planned. Like, what was it trying to teach you? What was it trying to show you on a spiritual level? This could be a relationship with a person, a job offer. It could literally be anything. And whatever went wrong, trust that everything happens for a reason, and that sometimes divine intervention is divine protection. So the card that we have, interesting. We have Be an Open Channel, Mediumship, Ancestors, and Spirits. And I just saw 222. I really feel here that you're being guided by the universe and your spirit guides to focus on your mental health and your healing, to let go of what no longer serves you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, so you could really tap into your psychic strengths, psychic gifts, senses, whatever you want to call it. You're definitely being guided here to do what you need to do to gain more awareness, to raise your consciousness. I'm also feeling here that you need to keep an open line of communication between the universe and your spirit guides, especially if you resonate with being disappointed about something. They really want you to keep an open mind and to try to find deeper meaning, because they're really trying to show you something with the disappointment that you feel. It may be very important for you to hear that you are not alone. And I think healing and becoming a channel and really tapping into your psychic senses are going to make it much, much easier to see that. Your purpose here could have something to do with something spiritual. It just feels, whatever this is about, the universe and your spirit guides want you to stay open to communicating spiritually, to receiving guidance, to changing your mind, to being wrong, to changing your beliefs. They want you to be open to a lot of things, especially when it comes to the outcomes in your life. If something doesn't go your way, don't take that personally. Don't see that as the universe punishing you. If anything, it's doing that to try to teach you something, try to show you something. So instead of, feeling like you're a victim, try to feel, how do I put this? Like a student, if that makes sense. Be curious, be objective. I think objectivity could be very important here. And I saw 4, 5, 6, so it's definitely important for someone to look at things from an objective point of view, or a bird's eye point of view. I think you have the power here to really see the bigger picture and to find closure with something that didn't go your way. And Don't do a disservice to yourself where you don't allow yourself to find closure because you don't deserve that. I'm seeing a notification on my phone that is stuck because it's a reminder. So you could be being, this is a reminder for you to do something, or some sort of date could be significant for you. Many dates, like a time of the year or a date that you went out on, that could be significant as well. But let's see. Well, your ancestors could be coming through specifically, and I think they really want to help you with your spirituality, your spiritual growth, gaining wisdom, gaining awareness. They want to help you with everything spiritual, and even physical, because the spiritual world reflects the material world. At least that's what I think. But I'm going to go ahead and draw out one major arcana from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what big idea wants to come through. Interesting. We have the Emperor. It definitely feels like you are being guided to step into a position of power through standing in your own power, through saying no and protecting yourself from things that you don't deserve. I think finding more stability and security is going to open up your mind a lot more. It's going to teach you a lot more about yourself and about the world and about your purpose. You're definitely being guided to a powerful place or a powerful position. If you heal, you will... It's not that you don't have power. If you heal, you'll step into your power because you're already powerful. You already have an influence. I don't care who you are. You already have an impact. And it's really just a matter of how you'll use that power. So are you going to use that to hate yourself and to create more hate in the world, or to love yourself and to create more love in the world? There's definitely an important decision here, and this feels like a reading to try to convince you to choose self-love. I mean, not only do you deserve it, ideally you should do it because you deserve it. But if that's not enough, there is some magic that the universe and your spirit guides really, really want you to see. But the only way that you can see that magic is, traversing your way through the darkness to find the light, if that makes sense. I wonder if there's anything else I can get from this. The number 444 could be a specific number that the universe and your spirit guides are trying to communicate to you with or through. Independence, stability, and security all feel like important topics, especially independence, emotional independence. I felt something here about spiritual independence, thinking and believing for yourself. Maybe you're being called to go into spirituality or faith-based things with a clear slate, a clean slate, to cling to the ideas, philosophies, whatever that you believe in, and to let go of the ones that you don't. Instead of labeling yourself as being affiliated with one religion or another. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like, let me think for a second. The best way I can say it is to just stay open to the beliefs that come your way, the ideas, and to only believe in things that you truly do believe in, but from a place of knowing, from a place of confidence rather than arrogance, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. That was pretty hard to describe, but I'm going to shuffle out one card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to see what other information we can get from the tarot cards. I did see a number. I guess I don't remember. Oh, it was 122. Definitely know that change starts with you. The more that you step into your power, your independence, and create more stability and security for yourself, the more that you really get in tune on a psychic, spiritual level, you will encourage others to do the same. You don't have to directly force someone or try to convince someone of anything. The only thing that you need to be focused on is being yourself and expressing yourself authentically. And naturally, you will have an impact. I just saw 1111. If you have anything that you really want out of life, that you really want to make happen, as long as it's not hurting you or others, it's definitely possible for you. And I saw 1122. November 22nd could be a significant date for someone. Ooh, wow. We have the Ace of Swords. I don't think it was this reading. Maybe it was the other reading that I recorded today. But I said that this card was significant when I was talking about some very difficult truths to face. It's like an epiphany or a realization, but it's a challenging one. Something that's hard to recognize or hard to admit. I feel like this has a lot to do with refusing to recognize your own strength, your own worth and potential. And you really need to meditate on where this comes from. Does it come from a place of, things not going your way, or a true injustice? I'm struggling to find my words a little bit. So communicating, learning to communicate is definitely important for whoever is watching this. Learning how to articulate effectively how you feel could be significant. But to truly be able to do that, you have to be honest with yourself. The Ace of Swords definitely brings about a strong air, no pun intended, of honesty. I think being committed to the truth, to being honest and being kind to yourself are very important. You need to learn to commit to yourself before anyone or anything else. If you don't care about your health, mentally, physically, whatever, if you're any degree of self-destructive, definitely don't get into any commitments that you're not ready for. Don't promise anything that you don't truly know if you can promise. I just saw 3, 4, 5. You're being called to not make any promises you can't make for a reason. I think that's why it's so important to be honest with yourself, because you don't want to disappoint yourself and then be hard on yourself for no reason. I don't know if this is making sense. I really hope it is, but I see in these two cards with the Emperor and be an open channel, these two people are turned against each other. And I feel like that's symbolic of you turning away from the universe, from trusting that good things can happen for you. You definitely need to be focused on repairing your relationship with the universe right now. And that starts with repairing the relationship with yourself, the relationship that you have with your inner child. I just saw 444. The relationship that you have with yourself and your inner child. Addressing that and, doing what you need to improve that relationship. That 444 is confirmation there that it is going to help you feel more stable and more secure, and it will help you manifest true stability and true security. I'm seeing 1515. So that represents the devil energy for me from the tarot cards, the devil card. So there could be an attachment here that you need to let go of, that you need to sever ties with, because it's really taking away from your power. It's stealing your power from you. And you need to stop letting it do that. Every time you fall into that temptation, your power is being taken away from you. And that's not to say to be hard on yourself if, I felt something here about relapse, or if you make a mistake or you give up. It's okay if you do that, if you get frustrated and overwhelmed. But it's important that you come back to, I lost my words, but I just saw 16 that comes down to the number 77. The universe and your spirit guides really want you to know that the more that you invest in yourself, more importantly, mentally and emotionally, the more that you heal, the more that you are able to receive from the universe. Because to be open to the good, the great, you first have to be open to the bad and the terrible. You have to be open to making the risks, or taking the risks that you need to take to create a reality that you deserve. I'm going to pull out one card now from these index cards. It says, I love seeing your face light up. This is actually a really sweet card to come through. I just saw this card as well. Patience is important. But with, I love seeing your face light up. I think that this is the universe really trying to connect with your inner child. It doesn't want you to lose that light, that courage, that optimism, that hope, that sense of adventure or joy for life. The universe wants you to stay connected with your inner child, the part of your inner child that enjoys life, and the part of the inner child that it wants you to let go or heal from is staying inside of your comfort zone. You deserve to be happy, to feel joy, to smile, to feel excited and at your best. There could be a specific ancestor or spirit guide or spiritual being coming through as well, telling you that I love seeing your face light up. It feels like it could be more of an ancestor. Like I'm picking up on, like it's someone who feels connected in some way to your childhood self, the younger version of yourself. I'm not sure who it is, but the spiritual being could be like a family member that you were close with as a child and they're no longer around. I don't know. It could be anything. Just take that however it resonates. This could also be a message for you to communicate to your own inner child like that. Just because you're an adult, if it resonates, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life or be excited about life or to want to play or go on an adventure. Someone really loves seeing your face light up. And I think it's really important for you even to love seeing your own face lit up. You should be pleased whenever you see yourself experiencing joy, for sure. That makes me want to say that if anyone is trying to dim your light, don't let them. And know that, their need to make you feel small comes from a place of insecurity and fear. Just don't take it personally. It's more about them than it will ever be about you. Next, I'm going to draw out a couple cards from these other cards that I made. And for your next card, it says, nothing is ever truly lost. Loss gives you the opportunity to learn and grow by letting go. What are you given? Especially with the Ace of Swords here, I really feel like the universe and your spirit guides are trying to help you change your perspective. They're trying to help you find deeper meaning in the things that you can't control, in the disappointment that you feel. Definitely the universe and your spirit guides want you to remember that with every ending, with every loss, there is a new beginning. There is something to gain, and to really truly be able to see it, you first have to be open to seeing it, willing to seeing it, to put in the effort that you need to truly see it. The idea that seeing is believing could be significant for someone, but your third eye could be significant. Really stepping into that knowing that you have within yourself feels significant. Seeing clearly is what I'm feeling. Feels like the universe and your spirit guides are really trying to guide you to seek clarity for something. I don't know, my mind, I've been feeling a little forgetful for these readings, but I'm just going to assume that that's happening for a reason. But just whenever you feel disappointed by something, really try to look at what it's trying to show you through what is being given to you when something doesn't go your way, or when someone lets you down, or whatever it is. Remember that what is lost will always be replaced. Loss is an illusion. The year 2018 could be significant for someone, but on the other side of this card, we have the number 9 with inspiration, movement, curiosity, open mind, excitement, and happiness. So that definitely does give me a strong inner child type of feeling, or type of vibe. Did I say that the number 9 could already be significant in this reading? I don't know, but if this, this card here could definitely be confirmation of that, whether I said it or not. The number 9 could be significant for you, and I feel that it has something to do with your purpose or helping the world release what no longer works. But I'm also really, really feeling here that facing these difficult truths, changing your perspective, is really going to bring you a lot of inspiration. It's really going to help you be more excited about life, more open-minded and less judgmental, and definitely just more happy overall. To wrap up this reading, I'm going to draw out one little slip of paper from this baggie. These are little strips of paper from fortune cookies that I just felt called to hold on to. So let's see which one we got here, which I think is really interesting. I always love using these because it always just says something suspicious, but not in a bad way. It says, you will take a pleasant journey to a place far away. This actually came out in the other reading that I recorded today, so that could be a particularly specific message for someone, that the work that you're doing yourself, that you're doing for yourself, is definitely going to pay off. If there is a place that you long to be, it's definitely possible for you to get there. Other than that, this little slip of paper could be a pretty strong warning about escapism, being willing to face your thoughts and your feelings head on instead of running away from them. What you're thinking about yourself, what you're feeling about yourself, thinking and feeling about the world is really trying to show you something, and running away from what it's trying to show you is really truly working against you, not even just on a spiritual level. I really think that you need to balance out your grace with more courage. Maybe you are more kind to yourself, maybe not, I don't know, but I feel like you need to balance out that kindness that you have toward yourself, if it resonates, with honesty towards yourself. I think you need to recognize both the light and the dark within you, the feminine and the masculine. You're not just light, love, and happiness, and you're not just darkness. You're both. It's okay to be both. It's okay to be happy one day and completely disappointed and wrecked the next. I just saw 122. Remember that change starts with you. That's an interesting message to come through. Just know that facing your fears instead of running away from them is really going to, it's going to help you have a positive, powerful impact on the world in a way that you really truly want, or maybe even have always dreamed of. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was powerful, but I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, the like button to show me that. That's the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any as well. I'd really love to connect with you more. And I want to thank those of you who have been supporting me thus far with likes and comments. That really does mean a lot to me and really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.